5 games of hoops on a Sunday night. The Knicks get a nice W. Brooklyn gets a nice W. What a night for New York. And Minnesota keeps on winning. We'll get into it all. My name is Shlomo Stark,
My name is Lady Jacob.
and this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Levy, you may ask, and it would be a fair question, why did I not mention the game of the day in the intro? Game of
I
the
was
day
wondering.
was Kings Rockets. Went into overtime. Kings upset the Rockets 125 to 124. Why did I not mention that in the intro? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? It is because the Kings are not worth mentioning in the intro. This win isn't enough. Sorry, Kings fans. I know you're out there. It was a really good win, not diminishing it. Good job, guys. But we're just not there. I will even show you my phone. I'm reading the highlights right now. What it shows you in the Bulls Kings game is a literal Bulls Hawks highlight. Where's this? You see this? This is the
Yeah.
Kings the Rockets score, and here's a Bulls and a Hawks game. Even the highlight of the game is like, talk about something else, Shlomo. Talk about something else.
Listen,
But
you can
but
only do what you
let's
can
talk
do.
about the game. Let's talk about the game. DeRozan finishes 27 points. Keegan Murray 26, but Schroeder was the king of the game. 24 points, 10 assists, 7 3 shooting. Hit three late. Schroeder is the best German player maybe of all time internationally. So it's always interesting to me when he's like not as good during the NBA season, but he's like a real star in the Olympics. Like those types of the Schroeder, Patty Mills types. They always fascinate me. But this is a big game for Houston, for Sacramento. Really great win. Şengün played well. Durant played well. Jabari played okay. Amon played great. Um, but the Kings won in overtime. A lot of Chris Paul hits a huge three to put him down 42. Energy.
I'm just, to be honest, I'm a little bit confused. Um, I just don't understand this game versus the game from 2 nights ago. Like the Rockets playing killer defense on the Nuggets, everything going well. And then watching the team tonight, like the Kings were hitting crazy shots, but at the same time, like, I, I don't know. Like, I don't think that Doug Christie is a particularly good coach, honestly. Um, it wasn't like the Kings were playing on another level. Like it was just, I don't know. I'm thoroughly confused by this Kings team. I don't really understand. They don't have like they're too. I think on paper people would say they're two best players. I think DeRozan is better than Zach LaVine, but they don't have LaVine or Sabonis.
Hmm.
Like I don't know. I was just like, I think if the Rockets really want to consider themselves something serious in the playoffs, they need to. I understand it's regular season, but they still need to win games. Like you need to be able to beat these teams that are this level, like pretty
Yeah,
easily.
totally agree. Next, the Timberwolves beat the Bucks 103 to 100. Timberwolves get their ninth win in 11 games. I don't know why I love this so much. I love a guard who scores a lot of points on bad shooting. I don't know why it does it for me. Like,
Yeah.
he had 24 points, 7 of 24, 2 of 11 from 3, 8 of 12 from free throw. Like, none of those are good percentages, but I don't know why a guard just being like, again. You ever watch Miracle? Seen that
Yes.
movie?
Yeah.
You know how they goes like again, again, again. Like that's how they like basically like just that's the way like that's guards who just like Edwards like again, again, and he just keeps shoot. I love it. I
Right.
love it.
I think this is where actually in our hot basketball takes, and this is where we align in regards to like we actually don't really care much for like how bad a guard's shooting percentage is, as long as they're scoring points and as long as he's managing to score points, I don't care what the shooting percentage, like, don't give me a stat sheet afterwards. If they win, if he's scoring, like, God bless, you know?
Yeah, but come on. What you're saying if the score was 104, 103, you'd give him a hard time for the shooting percentage?
No, no, I'm saying as long the shooting percentage is the shooting percentage, right? But if he's contributing to at least almost winning the basketball game, right? He's like adding to the, like, he's making winning plays, right? That's like with Allen Iverson. I don't care about his
Right.
percentages if you look back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying be honest with yourself. Bucks win 104, 103. Is the first thing you're saying Anthony Edwards has to take better shots or has to hit more shots?
Maybe, I mean, it depends on the
Because
quality
maybe
of the shots,
that's
also, like
7
how
of
much defense
24
is on.
shooting.
Yeah, but realistically speaking, to me, like, he if I see that if a guard plays and he's 0 for 5, but he's the best player on the team by far, and he's a guard, like, his whole bit is scoring, and he stops trying to score, I'm
Mhm.
like, that's stupid. That's a dumb thing to do. So this is like, I prefer this outcome every single time. Like, you got to keep trying. They need you. They need you to score in order to win. So it's got to happen somehow.
Love it. Love it. Next, the Knicks beat the Heat 132 to 125. The little guy, I don't know if you heard of him. His name is Jalen Brunson. He scored his season high 47 points. Bang. Love you, Jalen. Bridges scored 24. Josh Hart 13 and 10, 50% shooting. It's a phenomenal team. I love this Knicks team. Cleo Ware is just a monster. He had 28 points, 19 rebounds, 11 and 15 shooting. Killed us. If it wasn't for our guy Jalen, I don't know what we would have done. Who is the next player? I'm saying my prediction now is Jalen Brunson. Who is the next player to drop 60?
Put it up 60. Wow.
I'll give you some
I
nominees.
Okay. Let's do that.
Brunson. These are like probably the top 5 or 6 in some order. Brunson, Giannis, Wemby, Shea, um, Edwards,
It has to be
and
somebody.
Mitchell. And
It has to be somebody
Mitchell.
with an explosive, like, scoring streak. So I don't think it's Mitchell. I don't think it's Shea. I love Shea, but he's like more of a he's too much of like a consistent scorer. It has to be somebody that's
Mm-hmm.
willing to let it loose from three in like a real, like, I feel like Wemby is a possible for that, also because he's inside. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Ant is a good option. Um, the
I
one that I
think
just thought
Shea in
of,
a close game it could happen.
60 is a lot of points.
So
60 is a
I'm
lot
going
of
with
points.
Brunson. Who you going with?
I just thought of one, and then you started listing guys, and I forgot all of the guys that I was going to say.
You're
That's
probably gonna say
upsetting.
Cade. You're a Cade guy.
No, 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 I don't think even Cakes, the 3-point has to be there better.
Keontae George. Keontae
No, you know what I was gonna
George.
say? I was gonna say Lowry. I think Lowry could do it.
Kyle Lowry.
No, 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 Larry Markkinen.
Oh, I'm like,
Larry Mark
what? How? Oh, okay. Larry Markin's not a terrible call.
Kyle Lowry.
I had no idea what you meant. I was like, what? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Marketing could do it. Um, yeah, you know what else could do it? Jokic. Next, Brooklyn beats Toronto 96 to 81. 81's got to be the lowest scoring game this season. Someone's gonna look that up, but pretty pathetic. Toronto scoring 81 points to the Nets, Levy. 81 points on the Nets. Come on. Nets scored 96 points, still beat you. Pathetic. Pathetic. For Brooklyn, Michael Porter Jr. scores 24 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Toronto stinks. I don't like Toronto
Yeah,
anymore.
anymore.
We were talking about them a couple weeks ago, like Toronto, hey,
But I feel like
it's
you were like,
something.
eh.
Was I? There was a point where I liked them. It was like a day.
I think they're like a obvious trade candidate team.
I don't know. Like trade someone away and blow it up, or trade for. Sorry, that was rude. Trade someone away and blow it up, or trade for someone.
I think trade for somebody. I think they're trying to they're buying. I'm not saying
Why?
that they're I'm not
To
saying
be a 4 seed?
listen, they traded for Brandon Ingram last year. Okay, I can't question why this team does what they do, but they do it.
I don't see them making a trade. Like, unless it's like a very, like a Jakob Podol type.
They could, yeah. Well, hasn't really played for them, especially well this year. Like, he's been pretty bad for them, and is a pretty big contract. So I think that if they just try to get a center, like a Nick Richards, like backup center to be a starting center kind of thing.
Let's go this way. What does Jaron Allen do for Toronto? Like, are they a 3 seed? No.
No, they need to.
Jaron Allen, would you agree Jaron Allen's probably the best center available?
Meaning, I would like to see what happens with Giannis to tell me that Miles
Giannis
Turner
is
isn't
not a
available.
center.
No, Miles Turner.
Giannis is not a center, and he's not going to Toronto.
Miles Turner. Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, you think he's available? They just signed him a minute ago.
They just signed him, but if Giannis is traded, I think they're going to try to get, like, they don't. What do they need to keep him around for?
I hear that.
If the Raptors are willing to offer him
All
something, I
right.
don't know.
I guess we'll see. Next and last game of the day, Spurs beat the Wizards 124 to 113. Fox, he leads the Spurs. He scores 27. Wemby coming off the bench, 14 and 12. I'm liking these stars off the bench things. It's like a new trend I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Zion, Wemby, like the injury-prone stars coming off the bench. See how long that lasts. Washington is the worst team in the league.
they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad.
I think it's not even close. I want to talk about the worst teams in the league for a second. The East has like three of them, which is the Wizards, Pacers, and Nets, are all really bad. The Thunder, I mean the West has 3, 7, and 21 and 22 teams, which is the Clippers, Kings, and Pelicans. I would say those are the 6 worst teams in some order. And then you have like you're in the Jazz Hornets range.
But I think,
Um,
very honest, I think the Wizards stand alone in a total lack of identity of what they are as a basketball team. Like, they have some defensive
mm,
guys, they have some offensive guys, but they can't really put it together, and nobody to particularly play make, and it's kind of like random scoring. Like, they just like, there's no identity compared to what it was at the end of the last season. Like, there was more scrappy guys, there was more of a voice. Now I just feel like it's so random what's on their team. They're young
yeah,
guys who are doing well are like doing so mid, even regardless of the rookies. Just the Bilal Coulibaly from 2 years ago. Like, a lot of them just amounted to kind of nothing. It's very strange. Yes,
mid. Look at you. Mid. Opa. Levy.
getting up on my lingo, huh?
Et.
God.
Wow, look at you saying mid. Wow. Honestly, I'm impressed. All right, that was the Daily Basketball Recap in 15 minutes less. I want to thank you, Levy, for co-hosting, for producing, and for not being mid. I want to thank you, Max. What does Max do for us, Levy, again? I'm trying to think.
Just cares for us.
Max does care for us. He pays for the pod. Thank you, Max. I'm going to pay you back one of these days. I want to thank you for listening.